And we're all singing May.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I know. I don't.
At least it's not in Boston.
Very much not wanting to put themselves on the line. The fact that they but it's got some cool examples of that happening in the past and a way to meet others. That's where that is.
Oh, okay. How'd you go?
Oh, there you go. Yes, very nice.
You're happy? Yeah. I'm happy.
Tell them it's upside down. It's upside down.
Rando, yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's. I was.
Hello.
Oh, here you go.
Good day.
Wake up.
Oh my God.
Testing, testing. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! In our thousands, in our millions! In our thousands, in our millions! Come on now, we can do better than that. In our thousands, in our millions! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we are all gathered on today and paying my respects to our elders past, present and emerging. This always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be. Just as Palestine always was and always will be Palestinian land. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Friends, this is our 37th week protesting. 37 weeks. We have witnessed a genocide ongoing for the last 261 days, and our government has done nothing. Shame! We have witnessed a genocide unfold on our screens daily for the last 8 months and 17 days, and our government has continued to do nothing. Shame! 6,264 hours of ongoing genocide and atrocities, and our government continues to do nothing. Shame! But it didn't start on the 7th of October. It didn't start 261 days ago. It started over 76 years ago. 76 years of inaction, of complicity, of injustice. Shame! Shame! Our Prime Minister sits and talks about justice. He talks about humanitarianism. He talks and he continues to do nothing. Shame! We the people have continued to show the government and the world what humanity looks like. We have continued to show the world, to show our leaders what it looks like to stand for justice. We have shown them what it looks like to stand firmly for humanity and demand an end to ongoing injustices. This is what leadership looks like. All of you are leaders. And it is you who our government should be looking to. And we should be shaming them because they do not represent us. Shame! Shame! 76 years of genocide. And we have to continue to keep coming out. We have to continue to keep explaining the atrocities that are unfolding. What level of insanity is this? What level? Palestinians, and I want to shout out our Palestinian activists, our Palestinian community, for their resolve, for their strength, for their steadfastness, their patience. The weight on their shoulders is unimaginable. Unimaginable. They are watching their family, their loved ones be murdered. They are watching their land be taken inch by inch. They are watching blood spilled across their homeland, and they still have to get up. They have to stand here on the Sunday rallies. They have to go and lobby government. They have to sit in front of politicians, and they have to humanize themselves. They should not have to do that. Our government should be able to look at any human being and see themselves in their eyes. See themselves in their eyes. They should be able to see humanity for what it is, and they should be able to make decisions based on humanity, based on justice, and based on what is necessary, instead of siding with their friends and allies, instead of siding with Israel. Shame. We will continue to stand for justice, and we will continue to demand a free Palestine until our last breath. Thank you everybody for showing up. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah Barini, and I'll be the rally MC today. I want to begin by introducing our first speaker. Our first speaker is Joe from Renegade Audio Force. Now, I'll just flag with you guys, Renegade Audio Force have been incredible. They are responsible for making sure that the sound system is working and that we have one each and every single week. Not only here on Sundays, but at every single local action as well. They have tried their best to provide audio. They are champions. Thank you very much, Renegade, and please welcome Joe. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
Usually, I'm over here at the back of the truck, making sure the sound's all running so that everybody can hear, doing everything we can in negotiations with police to make sure we have a peaceful assembly here, and we've succeeded in doing that for over 8 months. These have been maybe the biggest protests in Australian history. We've had protests of over 50,000 people in 1 week. The smallest gatherings we've had here to support Palestine, to stand in solidarity with Palestine, but most importantly, to put pressure on the Labor government in Canberra that is arming Israel and supporting Israel and making excuses for their war crimes. That's why we've come here. On average, I've done some maths, we've averaged 10 to 15,000 people each week over 8 months. And it has not been in vain. We know people in Gaza, and people in West Bank, and people in Jerusalem have seen what we've been doing. We know that we have given them strength, we have given them hope, we've made them know that they are not alone. We've also made it really clear to the Australian government, to the Labor Party, that we aren't going anywhere and we are not going to stand by while they are actively complicit in genocide. And they haven't enjoyed that. They have tried to weasel their way out. When that failed, they then went to attacking this protest movement, to attacking the university occupations, to attacking this very rally 2 weeks ago when they pepper sprayed men, women, children peacefully protesting. This has not been accidental. It has not been a couple of rogue police that have inflicted this violence, just as it hasn't been a couple of rogue Ford commanders who have prevented the truck from coming in here today. It's been a deliberate strategy of the Labor Party. They have seen political gain by painting us as violent.
Shame!
They've attacked the Greens for supporting us, for supporting violent protests.
Shame!
There has been no violence at these protests. And that has not been in the interest of the Labor Party. So they have talked to their police, they've talked to the Victorian Labor Party, and we know that it's come from the very top when we've spoken to police. From the very top it has said, things have changed. Things have changed. They are not what they were.
Yes!
They told me that next to a port commander, the public order response team, who looked at me like he wanted to knock me out there and then, as I said, we want to do everything we can to make sure this is safe. They said, that is not our concern. You need to know things have changed. Safety is not their concern. So it started with pepper spray up there. Last week we had them stop the truck here in a very dangerous way. And this week they've blocked every road coming in here to prevent the truck. Yes, it's a significant thing to have a truck here. But it's an essential part of our peaceful right to assemble. When we have large protests, they require amplification. They require a stage for people to see it. The police have made it clear that safety isn't their concern, our right to protest isn't their concern, but it remains our concern. They've said that things have changed from now on for all protests. We have been gathering here using truck sound systems for decades. That's an essential part to protest. 2 years ago they tried to stop us from using amplified sound. At the hotel up near Melbourne University where they locked up refugees, they banned the use of amplified sound. Our response was to hold a block party there, to bring extra speakers, to show that we're not stepping back from them infringing on our rights. That worked then, and we're going to continue doing the same thing, demanding and asserting our right to have a truck at large protests. Because if we lose this battle here, they won't stop. Very soon we'll be like Sydney, where you have to beg to have a permit. You do not need a permit to fulfill your rights. We do not need any permits. So today we did try to bring the truck in. They've physically stopped it by blocking all the roads.
Shame!
So if their aim is to disrupt us, we will not stop disrupting them.
Yes!
What the organisers of the rally have discussed today is now earlier than normal, going down, holding this rally at some key intersections in the city. So we will have speakers. The normal run, we have speakers here normally. Unfortunately, we've been denied our right to have a truck here, to have a stage, to have our normal PA system. So as a result of that, we're going to head down, march as we normally do, but we're going to have the speeches on the way. So the trolley will lead the way. If you want to follow us,
Let's go!
and we will keep fighting to fulfill our democratic rights and we'll keep fighting until Palestine is free. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
Thank you. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! As Joe says, they're going to start marching. We're following the normal route. Please follow the audio course as we make our way down. We're going to start marching now. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! In our thousands, in our millions! In our thousands, in our millions! Genocide since 48!
Genocide since 48!
Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a terrorist state.
Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a terrorist state.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Never be defeated!
We'll never be defeated. Palestine will live forever. Free, free Palestine.
always will be. Guys, we have the full right to protest and assemble peacefully every day, every night, and all times. We refuse. Yes. We refuse the accusations by any party that this movement is not peaceful. This movement has been running those rallies for the last 37 weeks, and it's been nothing but peaceful. So we refuse those accusations from the police and every other party. Now back to our great MC Sarah. From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
One, we are the people. Two,
We won't be silent. Free. Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
one,
We are the people. Two. We won't be silent. Free. Stop the bombing now, 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 now. We are the people. Two. We won't be silent. Free. Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Friends, it's been made very clear that there are decisions being made behind the scenes by the government, by the higher ups, to try and limit our freedom of speech. Shame! Shame! This is a reminder to the government, to the higher ups at Victoria Police, that we, the people, will not be silenced. As Mohammed was saying earlier, our protests are peaceful. We are calling for an end to injustice. We are calling for liberation. We are calling for peace. We are calling for a free Palestine. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Each and every single rally, we will continue to remind the local public and the police that we are here to exercise our rights peacefully. Peacefully. And the same way, we will not provoke them. We will not provoke police. We ask that they do not provoke us as well. We have a right to protest, and we will continue to show up each and every single week and exercise that right. They can try and stop us from taking the truck in front of the State Library, that's fine. But as it's clear as day today, we will find a way. Justice will always find a way. From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Our crowds are diverse. We have people of all ages. We have members of disabled communities here. Woo! Shout out! The police need to be mindful of that. And the crowd, I ask you as well, please be mindful of that. Make sure that you're staying away from police, following the direction of the marshalling team, so we can continue to exercise our rights without any issues. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free.
All right, now let's get this show on the road. I'm going to call up our next speaker, Moayed. Moayed is an incredible Palestinian. Incredible Palestinian. He's involved in Free Palestine Melbourne. He's been engaged in activism for such a long time. Please, everybody, give Moayed a warm welcome. From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free.
Thank you, Sarah. Give me big, loud, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. I acknowledge and pay respect to the Wurundjeri people of Kulin Nation, whose land I work and live upon. It always was and always will be Aboriginal land, and always was and always will be Aboriginal land, like Palestine. Always was and always will be Palestinian land, and will stay Palestinian land forever. Brothers and sisters, it has been 261 days of war, and we're still showing up in big numbers. and high spirit to stand with Palestine, with Gaza, and with millions of Palestinians who are under a genocide campaign in the last 9 months. Our brothers and sisters in Gaza are living under a tragic situation, not only because of the war, but mainly because of the complicity by every political regime surrounding them, and the complicity of what's so-called the civilized world, including this country, Australia. I will begin by greeting every Palestinian mother, especially those who are there in Gaza, in RAFAH, in the refugee camps, trying to cook canned food for their children so they can dip with a bread that's solid like a rock. And those Palestinian mothers who lost their children at the Zionist hands using Elbit system technology that we paid 917 million from our tax dollars. Also allow me to thank and greet every single mom for being here today, and every Muslim mother showed up last Sunday in the morning of first day of Eid to stand here for Gaza and Palestine. You inspired us. I have bad news for Zionists, but good news for us. That our movement, unity, is unbreakable. And it's a red line. No one can touch or even try to challenge. No one can deform or demonize. We are strong and our principles are firm. Our movement will be always having one direction, and that is Palestine. This is the only direction. We will not divert our movement to any other direction but the freedom and liberation of the Palestinian people. If the Zionists are trying to do that with us, they are playing with the wrong narrative. They are playing with the wrong way. We're not going to divert our struggle for Palestine and the freedom of our people. We learned from our history as Palestinian people. Our great leaders said it before in the first Intifada and the second Intifada, when the Zionists tried to split our movement and cause division between Palestinian sections. Our leader said, لا صوت يعلو على صوت الانتفاضة, that time. And now it means no voice should be louder than the voice of Intifada in 80s. But now we say there will be no voice should be louder than Gaza and Palestine and the people of Gaza. The only voice, the only sound is the sound of Palestine and sound of Gaza that we want to hear and we want to support and we want to foster. Yeah. It's clear for us since day one of the war that the Australian Labor Party chose to be at the wrong side of history. With occupation, with the apartheid and the terrorist army who killed the most children in the history, the most number of children in the history. Albanese is proud to stand with such entity. We all, as Australians, need to ask about the integrity of this government. We cannot live under a government that's proud to stand with Israel, who committing a genocide since 9 months. The Zionist occupation has no other strategy but a genocide and ethnic cleansing. That's what actually the strategy of the day one they're talking about. There is no other strategy. And even the American realize that. The only strategy of Israel since it began as a racist occupation that intended to cleanse us from our land is to ethnically cleanse us and impose an occupation on our land. This is the only agenda. There is no other agenda. And when the American talk about the next day strategy, it's not because they care about the Palestinian lives or the Palestinian people or our freedom, but they want to reach the election with no war in the Middle East. So Biden can easily say, we ended the war and we built a humanitarian pier that delivered nothing but propaganda. Brothers and sisters, we have no choice but to keep knocking on every single door. Here every Sunday, peacefully as we always was, as we always been, at every MB office, also peacefully. We need to challenge this government with our narrative. We have the truth. We have fair struggle that we want to show the world. The public opinion here should be with Palestine, not with the Zionists, well, not with the genocide. We will never stop asking for justice and to an end to the occupation in Palestine, and to the apartheid from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Thank you, everyone.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free.
As Moayed said, and thank you Moayed for that speech. Woo! Public opinion should be with us. Public opinion should be with Palestine. Public opinion should, and let's be honest, it is, with liberation and justice of the Palestinian people. It's not our fault that the government doesn't listen to us. It's not our fault to ignore the voices of its constituents. Shame. What are we going to do about it? Vote them out. We're going to continue to protest. We're going to continue to ask that they listen to us. And if they don't, the election is coming. And you know what? Our votes are currency. We will show them that we mean business. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Palestine is non-negotiable. Justice is non-negotiable. And liberation is non-negotiable. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free
speaker, Hijra Ahmed. Now, most of you will already know Hijra because he's out with us every week, drumming here at the protests. Woo! He's from the Anak Bangsa Merdeka Collective, or as it's also known as Children of Free Nations. Please welcome Hijra. Free, free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Thank you, sister. Thank you, Free Palestine Melbourne. Thank you to the Free Palestine Coalition NAM. Thank you to the Renegade Solidarity Audio Force. Thank you, the Auslan Interpreter. Assalamualaikum. Peace be upon you all. First of all, we are gathered here today on the land of the Wurundjeri and Boorong people, who always were and always will be the custodian of this land. I pay my respect to their elders, past and present, and to all First Nation people here today, and to acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded, always was and always will be. I would like to begin a quote from Usman Awang, a Malaysian poet, lecturer and novelist. The dignity of a nation is its liberation. The strength of a nation is its people. The voice of a nation is its leadership. The personality of a nation is its culture. I don't intend to speak at length, but it has been 39 weeks consecutively we have gathered as a community of NAM, as a big family. And as far for myself, I have not missed a single rally. Through social media, we have witnessed countless bombing, massacre of people of Gaza, which amount to genocide, in which more than 38,000 lives has been lost. For our community, we here in NAM, what needs to be said has already been heard countless times. With all of you, we have organized many solidarity actions. People who did not know Palestine before, these are now vocally against the Zionist genocidal regime. The question remains, is all that we do here enough? Today I am representing Anak Bangsa Merdeka, or Children of the Free Nation. Our collective comes from a diverse social, political, and cultural background that share the same objective in promoting peace, humanity, and coexistence, using art as a form of resistance against apartheid, oppression, and genocide. One doesn't have to be an expert on history to know that what unfolding in front of us affects all of us in the long term. Ignoring international law, Israel, the US, and their allies, including Australian government, are setting a precedent. What is happening around us today is injustice and cannot be justified. We are watching the genocide, ethnic cleansing of the people of Palestine in real time. The propaganda that used to work, now that doesn't work because we see the truth. The Zionist regime is desperate as they are losing the narrative that they have constructed over generations. The world is waking up to the fact that they have manipulated and manufactured lies at the expense of the genuine people of the land and the international community at large. Regardless of rising international condemnation, Israel continues to show Zionism monstrous facade. Unfortunately, Gaza is not alone in its fight for freedom. Just across the shore of this vast Aboriginal homeland, West Papua is under permanent occupation by the Indonesian army. Sibling in the Philippines, in Occupy Patani, Occupy Myanmar, Kanak family in the New Caledonia can attest to story of colonization atrocity. And in so-called Australia, we joined the struggle of First Nation people for justice and land back for genocide and ongoing dispossession. Remember, colonization is violent. Colonization is current. For the aggressor, it may be that business as usual. But for the resistance, we continue our fight for liberation of people and land. We are seeing perhaps the biggest arms race since the Cold War, including of nuclear weapon. What lies in front of us, everyone guessing. On 16 April, Sky News asked, are we heading for World War III? Countless others mainstream media are suggesting this too. And our state government see this as a business opportunity. Just this week, The Guardian reported detail of the Victorian government MOU with Israel Defense Ministry to foster defense industry trade relation to capitalize on rising global tension. This is not propaganda from Anak Bangsa Merdeka. This is not propaganda from me. But you can read this news on mainstream media. Mainstream media, especially the one in the West, is not shying away from advocating for it. The only people who are benefiting from prolonged state of war are those in the weapon industry. They have the politician of the world in their pocket. The evidence of this transaction is clear for us to see. But we still don't talk much about the tentacle of this warmongering establishment. We need to expose this power structure for what they are. They are testing us with Gaza. If we don't reject this war and the system behind it, it will set a new bar of tolerance for war and repression. Our collective future is at stake. We cannot stop talking about Gaza. We cannot stop looking at war and not feeling anything. We must continue to resist war, oppression, and promote peace and justice at all costs. In the time of war, we are all resistant. In our thousand, in our million, from the river to the sea. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone. Love you all.
Thank you so much, Husha. Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Now guys, we're about to start marching. But before we do, a couple of reminders. The first one, this movement is a peaceful movement and we will continue to make our point to government peacefully. So I remind everyone, please do not provoke or engage with Victoria Police. Today, we are going to remind the government who are trying to paint us with an Islamophobic, anti-Palestinian and anti-Arab brush. We are going to remind them that this crowd is diverse, this crowd is peaceful, and we are calling for justice, and there's no shame in that. All right, are we ready to start marching? All right, we're going to go around the track and we're going to follow the normal route to Parliament. A reminder, if anybody's able and willing to join the marshalling team, please find a marshal. Otherwise, let's keep chanting, from the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! In our thousands, in our millions! In our thousands, in our
Great statement.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! are cancelled. All Israeli ships are cancelled. Yemen, Yemen, make us proud. Yemen, Yemen, make us proud. Put another ship around. Yemen, Yemen, make us proud. Put another ship around. Put another ship around. There is only one solution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, intifada. Intifada, intifada. Long live intifada. Long live intifada. Stop bombing Israel now! Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent. Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now. One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent. Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now. We won't be silent. Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now. We are the people. We won't be silent. Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
is important to protect McDonald's.
Palestine is our nation.
Palestine is our nation. Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Hello, just us two. Oh, good. Thank you.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
sorry everyone, we're staying at the bottom of the step, please.
Keep moving up and fill the streets. Remember, they're our streets. They're our streets. We will maintain, we will fight, we will win the right to protest on behalf of the people of Palestine. We will not be silenced, we will not be cowed. We are here to say, as we have been for almost 9 months now, every Sunday in Melbourne, free, free Palestine! 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 Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Palestine out of here! Intifada revolution! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! For the people, we won't be silent! Stop the bombing now, 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 now! One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent! Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now! One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent! Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now! One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent! Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now! One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent! Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now! One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent! Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now! One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent! Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now!
and tight. Make some space for the people at the back. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
In our thousands, in our millions!
We are all Palestinians!
Naam, I am so impressed by you all. Thank you so much. It was an incredible, difficult start to the rally, but you all handled it like troopers. Amazing, amazing. This is a reminder to the government, to the higher-ups at the pole. Rain, hail, shine, try and stop us from protesting. We are not going to stop exercising our rights. We are not going to stop calling for a free Palestine until our last breath. In our thousands, in our millions.
We are all Palestinians!
In our thousands, in our millions.
We are all Palestinians!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
Amazing. I love the energy. Keep it up. Woo! Alright, I'm going to start by introducing our first speaker for Parliament Steps. So our first speaker is Prue. Woo! Prue is a disability activist, artist, and change agent. Prue has over a decade of experience advocating for disability justice, specializing in autism. Prue grew up in both disability and mainstream schools and services and has a master's in fine arts from RMIT. Please give it a round of applause for Prue. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Hey, anyone who's filming this, please put Sasha the interpreter in your film so the deaf community can access globally. Hello, my name is Prue Stevenson. I'd like to start by acknowledging the first peoples of the land, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I'd like to pay my respects to elders past and present and extend that to any First Nations people here today. This land has never been ceded, always was and always will be Aboriginal land. I'm 8th generation so-called Australian, Scottish, Welsh, Dutch, French, and I don't know what else. I would not be the person I am today without growing up here in the lands of the Kulin Nations. I'm a proud autistic person with complex PTSD, an artist and a change agent. In medical language, I have a cognitive delay, am disabled, have sensory processing disorder, and am on some sort of autism spectrum. Disorder, disorder, disorder. In my own lived experience language, I process in my own time, have variable capacity, have access needs, have widened sensory perception, and am densely wired. I need to have my lived experience language because it's empowering and it doesn't feed the white supremacist view that I shouldn't exist because I am a burden. My empowering language acknowledges the power of my diversity and perspectives. When I saw what was happening in Palestine, I immediately wanted to come to the protest, but I was scared. I struggled accessing a supermarket. How was I going to access a protest? I didn't know what to expect, and I couldn't pre-process much information because there were no resources that I could find. I experienced autistic meltdowns, which have the potential to make me the center of attention whether I like it or not, which is the opposite of what I want to do when I stand in solidarity with people who aren't from my lived experience. Holding the possibility of a meltdown alone made me feel like the best solidarity I could do was not come here at all. I suspect a lot of the disability community feels this way. How the disability community takes up space when in solidarity needs to be a community collaboration. I was very lucky because my deaf friend Wilk really wanted to come here too and had a lot more experience accessing protests than me. We supported each other to come, and when we arrived, we immediately felt all the barriers to accessing information. Eventually, we found out about the marshalling team and became marshals so we could work out who organizes the rallies and ask for adjustments to the environment. We prioritize deaf access because the deaf community is an ancient community who have successfully fought for autonomy to have the rights to their own linguistic culture and take up space in a very powerful way, as I'm sure you've noticed. The neurodivergent community is very young, and we still have a long way to go for our autonomy, to be leading the conversation of our own lived experience. I also knew that the deaf community getting access meant more of a disability community getting access. That's the beauty of universal design. Access for one can mean access for all. We can't advocate for disability justice without advocating for Indigenous people's justice globally. I want you to call upon white disabled people to learn about Palestine and colonization, because disability touches every race, and what is happening in Palestine is a mass disabling event. I have seen that there are wheelchair users, including basketball Paralympians Anas Mushtaha and Hassam Al-Ghazin, whose wheelchairs are now completely destroyed. Not only does this significantly impact their mobility and ability to escape danger, this is also causing life-threatening health issues for people because they have no way of accessing their usual medical treatment for 9 months. I have seen a father, Mohammed, reunited with his 12-year-old deaf autistic son who is non-speaking after being apart for over 2 months because his son got lost amidst the chaos of the mass displacement and constant evacuations, and the IDF arrested him and blindfolded him. I have seen photographic evidence of Hassam Al-Jabiri, a deaf Palestinian man from the north of Gaza in occupation prisons with no clothes on. I have seen a young man, Mohammed Al-Aghlini, a young Palestinian man with Down syndrome, with 8 IDF soldiers violently separating him from his community in Jerusalem. And I have seen Bassem Al-Habel, a deaf Palestinian journalist, keeping the deaf community worldwide up to date with the genocide from a deaf perspective. I have seen Palestinians like Bisan Alda interviewing the disability community with dignity, valuing their perspective and letting them control their narrative in a way I haven't seen in so-called Australia. I I have seen that Palestinians value the perspective of disabled people and care for and nurture the community. Palestinians deserve to live, and we need to keep fighting for their existence, because fighting for Palestinian existence is the same as fighting for us all to exist. I've been searching for the in-between space where disability and mainstream intersect, and I've found that here at these Sunday rallies. We need everyday people to support the disability community to access information about what's happening in the world. This doesn't need to be an academic conversation. It can be simple, direct, and make connections to anyone's oppression. There are diverse ways of processing content that we must allow, because when I see a post on the internet where people say, if you don't know what's happening, you either don't want to know or you're dumb, I personally would go in the dumb category if it wasn't for my community consistently upskilling me and explaining what the big words mean. I want the deaf, disabled, neurodiverse and mental injury community to talk about how we experience oppression, segregation and our version of cleansing in the colonies. That's not going to happen unless the community makes opportunities and access for us to be involved and collaborate with how we come together as a whole. The conversation we are all having here isn't just about ethnic cleansing, it's also about diversity cleansing. The colony doesn't want us to be friends. Intersectional friendship is resistance. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Thank you.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
How awesome was Prue? Amazing. And what she said serves as a reminder that the lives of Palestinians, they're not just statistics. They aren't statistics. Each and every single Palestinian death, each and every single Palestinian injury is a mother, is a father, a brother, a sister, a loved one, somebody's loved one. We actually need to allow that to sink in. Each bomb that drops on Palestinians, each bomb, each gun that is shot, either wounds or it murders. Shame. Now we talk about the death, we talk about the murder, but it's often the survivors of the explosion, it's the survivors of the assaults, of the massacres, that we kind of see for a moment and then we forget about. We actually need to think about them and the long-standing impact the genocide is having on them, not only because their homes are being taken away from them, not only because they're being displaced, not only because they're watching their loved ones be taken away from them and either murdered or imprisoned, but also because they're losing limbs, they're losing their vision, they're losing their hearing. The long-standing impact on their lives cannot be understated. And our government knows this. And what do they do about it? Nothing. Shame. We stand here for all of the Palestinian people that have been murdered by the Israeli government, with Australia, the United States, Britain and others standing there and allowing it to happen. Shame. And we stand here for every single Palestinian whose life has been severely impacted in ways that we cannot imagine. The PTSD, the loss of limbs, the disabilities that are going to come out of this is beyond imagination. And our government does nothing. Shame. We advocate for them as well. From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the sea to the river,
Palestine will live forever.
one, we are the people. Two, we won't be silenced. Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now. One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silenced. Three, stop the bombing now, 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 now. Alright guys, we have an amazing young Palestinian woman joining us today. Her name is Nada. She is a first-generation Palestinian Australian born in Nablus, the West Bank. She has a background in community services and is currently studying a Bachelor of Arts majoring in anthropology. She is also the daughter of the first Knaka shop owner in Melbourne. Nada also helps fundraise for Gaza through shirt sales with artist Sophia Sabah. Please give a warm welcome to Nada. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Guys, this is Nada's first time speaking at a rally, so I think we can give her a warmer welcome than that. From the river to the sea!
I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people, the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather here today in Melbourne, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here with us today. Sovereignty has never been ceded. It always was and always will be Aboriginal land. My name is Nada Khayyam. I was born in Nablus, a culturally rich and naturally bountiful city, the second biggest located in the West Bank. My first breath was nestled among the valley, encompassed by the mountains of Jibzim and Abad, where my life began in the deep-seated terrains and bred within generational lore etched into the summit of Jabal al-Nahar, known as the Mountain of Fire. I was 3 months old when the harsh conditions of occupation forced us to diaspora, into so-called Australia. I have never felt at home since. I never felt my existence acknowledged within the frameworks of Western society. Growing up within a system that did not even recognize my people, my homeland, meant I constantly questioned my identity. I now know these instances were isolating, but not isolated. It is a common experience and a calculated erasure. By the teachings of my staunch father, I soon learned that we were intentionally excluded from the world's discourse. Not because of any wrongdoings or that we threatened transgression, but because our resistance served as a reminder to all colonizers that the fierce determination and the defiance of our indignity would not accept being another colonial conquest. For 75 years, the occupation had worked tirelessly to hide its violent foundation and inhumane agenda. Along with its propaganda, it has demonized the real victims. It has hijacked Jewish identity and replaced it with Zionist fascism. It has become more evident than ever that the weaponizing of anti-Semitism and villainization of the Arab world have become incentives to justify the heinous crimes that have been imposed on the Palestinian people for decades. And now that the brutality of Israel's vision has finally been exposed, we witness the web of imperious corruption, lies, and endless cowardly deceit unfold. But these cruel objectives are nothing new. They are the culmination of vile expositions that have cemented themselves in the fabric of Western society. We saw the crimes against humanity committed against regions with natural resources under the guise of so-called democracy and left in pure devastation. It is nothing new. We know of the mass graves on which we stand and build here in Australia. We know Australia's brutal history of black genocide. We saw the atrocities pioneered by the so-called weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, leaving millions dead and furthering the diaspora. We witnessed the bombings, deceit and duplicity of the West in Syria, leaving millions dead, dispossessed and still living in refugee camps. We watched as the complete annihilation of Libya, when proposed exemption from Western influence is still, to this day, finding means to recover. And we are still watching the humanitarian crisis unfold in Yemen, aided by the traitorous Saudi government and spearheaded by the United States. But also Sudan, Haiti, Kanaki, all over the global south are current playthings for Western imperialism. All of these examples illustrate a constant variable. A treacherous superpower aimed to incite violence in nations that were once reputable, to further their political goals and ascertain their profitable agenda. No different is their ongoing, brutal, heinous, evil and unforgivable genocide that has stolen 40,000 Palestinian lives. For 9 months, Gaza has borne the relentless brunt of mass killings, vile sieges and horrendous massacres, all for war profiteering and the Zionist expansionist agenda. It is abhorrent that we must repeatedly rally and call on our so-called representatives to cease its direct affiliation with Israel and sanction the grotesque state that is undeniably exterminating the people of Gaza and ethnically cleansing the Palestinian name. Our leaders have neglected their duties, and we now witness their actions condone this atrocious subjugation. They have proven to us that they do not care about human lives and only serve as an incubation for corporations and Western domination. As a consequence of the growing Palestinian movement, there has been an indisputable shift that has shaken the strength of these institutional paradigms. The Palestinian cause has exposed their unjust and corrupt nature. We now witness the shameful complicity and suppression of the truth at every level and their aim to diminish the faculty of the people. But these oppressive forces will not last. They cannot last and they are beginning to collapse. We, the people, will begin to witness the downfall of Western imperialism, Zionist fascism, and the colonialist regime. Intersecting systems that one day will be remembered as an abominable plague to indigenous peoples and planet Earth. Never forget that all of our struggles are one and that we stand in solidarity with the oppressed. Never forget the ongoing suffering of many around the world. I urge you to remain vigilant of corruption, observant of deceit, and cautious of the manufactured propaganda that has contributed to this universal tyranny. Free Palestine. Thank you so much.
genocidal machine is counting on Palestinians forgetting their identity. Palestinians will not forget, neither will we. We will continue to stand for justice. We will continue to call for a free Palestine. From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
And as Nada was saying, a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. An attack on one person is an attack on all of us. We need to change and see a shift in the way that we see atrocities. Not see them as some overseas conflict. Not see them as lots of people over there that I can't do anything about. We can call for justice, we can march, we can rally, we can email our local MPs, we can stand in front of weapons manufacturers, we can call up our MPs, we can take action. If one of us are a target, that means all of us are a target. We need to continue to demand justice for everybody, everywhere. Everywhere. And when we say free Palestine, we also say free Sudan. We also say free Congo. We say free everyone. Free every single oppressed person everywhere. From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
Alright, our next speaker, I don't think he needs any introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyway. Amin Abbas, not to be confused with Amin Jr. This is Amin Senior. So for those of you who don't know Amin, if that's possible, Amin is a Palestinian activist, founding member and chair of the Australian Foundation for Palestinian Children, known as Olive Kids. Amin is a published writer on Palestine. Please give a warm welcome to Amin. From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Thank you. Before I start, how amazing was Nada? I really want you to cheer it out. Remember the name, Nada Khayyat, because one day you'll see like those amazing Palestinians like Nada will really take us home. This is why it gives me goosebumps every time I hear them standing and talking, and there's a lot of us. There's a lot of them who will go home. They will take us home. I'd like to start by acknowledging the owners of the land, the Wurundjeri people, and pay my respect to the elders past and present. This is unceded land, and so too my own, Palestine. Always was and always be a shared struggle, and always was and always be Aboriginal land. Friends, a few days ago, a number of us went to Perth to support the Palestine soccer team playing against the Socceroos. I was wearing a Palestino jersey. Some of the people here actually were wearing it. Palestino is a Chilean club founded by Palestinian migrants in 1920, decades before the Israeli colony was concocted. The top, as they often would, has the sponsor name, the Bank of Palestine, in Arabic and in English. At the gate, I was held for over 15 minutes while security took photos of my top and contacted their superiors. Shame! Before allowing me in. They wanted to make sure the words were not offensive. I asked them, what words are offensive? Give me an example. They said like, free Palestine. So I said, okay, so Palestinians are banned from demanding the freedom, right? We must forever accept our oppression. We must just die quietly. I asked, who exactly is offended by this? Can you share with me? Can you tell me? The poor security people said to me this. They said, we are on your side, but we have orders. I asked to speak to the superiors, but I was denied to speak to them. Brothers and sisters, should we accept being told Free Palestine is offensive in this country? No! Should we accept that wearing a kufiya gets us sacked from our jobs? No! Should we accept that anyone who speaks for Palestinian human rights be attacked, doxxed, or targeted? No! You know what? We know why our freedom is offensive to them. Because our freedom is for all of us to be free. It never reconciles with the Zionists and the racists. Their freedom is to colonize, to dominate, to exploit. But we're not going to be silent, are we? In the 1930s, when Palestinians resisted the British and Zionist colonizers, the fighters wore kufiyas. Only the fighters wore kufiyas. But when the colonizers started to lock them up, all of Palestine were kufiyas. Will all of you, I see a lot of kufiyas here, will all of you wear kufiyas to work every single day of the week? But friends, make no mistake. The Israeli genocide, occupation, apartheid won't fall but wearing kufiyas alone. It will fall with resistance. It will fall with boycotts. It will fall when those in power condoning the genocide are held accountable. It will fall when our government prosecutes Australians participating in this genocide. It will fall when our government prosecutes the Israeli leaders and expel the Israeli ambassador. And please, we must stop asking our government to support ceasefire. That no longer cuts it. Or a two-state solution. Please, we are not interested in Polish apartheid. We must demand our government to support our liberation. And hey, if it doesn't, we just change the government. For months now, nothing has changed in Gaza. Israeli jets raid tents and raid children. Food is in abundance, meters within reach, and yet impossible to reach. Hospitals run with no medicine or painkillers, and surgeries are still done without anesthetic. Actually, one of the doctors, young doctors, a Palestinian, who was in the Israelis every week for months, is in Gaza right now, and she told us that 100% of people in intensive care actually die. There's zero survival rate because of what's happening right now in hospitals in Gaza. Only in Gaza, schools are crowded, but there's no education. Universities are turned to dust, and only in Gaza our occupiers pose with our dead, insta our massacres, and celebrate our genocide. I spoke to our Olive Kids partners in Gaza yesterday. I asked them, what do they want me to tell you? They said, speak about the famine. Food is nowhere to be found. It is a war on our people. It's a war on our children. Ask them to do something about it. They said, speak about us running away from death and attempting to get to what's left of our homes to find snipers waiting for us, shooting, maiming, and killing us. Ask them to do something about it. They said, speak about how we were the most educated place on earth in spite of the siege. And today, we have over 600,000 students with not even opened a book for 9 months. How university students are losing hope to ever graduate, to have a future. This is a war on education. Ask them to do something about it. At our Olive Kids food parcels delivery, we distributed 1,000 parcels in the last few days. So we asked the children, what's the food that you miss the most? They told us, we miss our mothers, we miss our homes, we miss our schools. Palestinian children don't want charity. They demand their rights for safety, for a home, for a meal, for education. They demand their liberation, their freedom, and their future. Never stop advocating for the rights of Palestinians, all Palestinians, men, women, and children, but for the rights of children in particular. After 9 months of unbearable pain, it must be liberation that is about to be born. From the river to the sea. Thank you.
Thank you, Amin. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Now, this morning, I read and I saw an image of a Palestinian man who was injured, strapped to a vehicle, an Israeli vehicle, and used as a human shield. Shame! Shame! Then, we have security guards at soccer matches filtering through people and checking to see if they have the words Free Palestine on them. Shame! Shame! Do they not understand what is happening right now? Is it that hard to comprehend? You tell me, is it that hard to comprehend? No. We have schools, one of which I actually attended this week. Kids had a fair on and they were meant to be advocating for different social issues. And there were 3 schools that were advocating for Palestine. Give those kids a round of applause. Now, one of the schools, the kids had created pamphlets. And those pamphlets were meant to be informative and meant to raise awareness, as their teachers had asked them to, on a different social issue. Before the expo was opened up to the public, what do you think the teachers did? They took the pamphlets away and anything that they deemed to be political. Shame! We are watching a genocide unfold, and our education system is playing an active role in silencing children who are trying to educate other children, who are trying to educate their teachers, who should actually be educating them in the first place. Shame! As if calling for freedom is so controversial. As if educating people on injustice should be controversial. It should be something that we automatically do. Shame. We need to see an end to the colonization, not only within the state infrastructure, but in our minds as well. And it starts with every single one of us. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. All right, so before we get our last set of speakers, who are actually a young kids choir, we just have to sneak some back with some admin things. Sorry.
Hi everyone, I won't keep you too long. Thanks so much for staying back all this time. The reason why we've been at Parliament for longer is because we have had the disruption from the police at the start with the State Library and the denial of the trial. Shame. And so as the organizers, we've had to be, quite versatile. We thank you for your cooperation and for going on board with us with the plan of setting up the truck at the intersection, and that worked for this week. However, we will keep fighting for the right to protest and for the right of assembly and for the right of all of you. For the right of every single one of you who stand for Palestine and who want to stand on the right side of history to be with us, including these children, including the diversity of speakers you stayed back to listen to today. And that's what protesting is about. And so that's what coming together as a mass of people here in on this continent who stand against both the colonization of this place, this continent, as well as the colonization of Palestine. So come out next week, be with us. We know that the change of plans can be confusing, but we need to assert that right, and hopefully we'll be back at the State Library with the truck. That's the goal, that we are not going to give up on the use of the truck. Another point that maybe we should have raised earlier with all of you, but I'm raising it now because it's just come to my attention, is some posters going around with some Nazi iconography. Now, we welcome making historical comparisons between the Palestinian genocide and then the genocide of the Jewish people, and those are historical comparisons that are important to explain how genocide functions and how people are victimized. However, some of the visuals and some of that imitation of the iconography and recreation, we need to be sensitive about, and we need to together educate our communities that some of that crosses those lines. So I just wanted to point that out to all of you, and when you're creating your signs, to make sure that you're sensitive to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Tasneem. Can we please give a round of applause to our rally organising team and Free Palestine Melbourne? Organising these rallies are far from easy, as we've all witnessed today. Things change, they have to deal with complex issues, often behind the scenes that the crowd doesn't even know about. So please, again, another round of applause for the rally organising team. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! All right, our last group of people, a treat for us, I think. So I'll introduce them. We have the Children's Noor Choir. They're of the Islamic Center, the Bosnian Islamic Center of Noble Park. They are a very vibrant group of young voices who celebrate Islamic faith and culture through beautiful Islamic songs known as nasheed. Apart from spreading joy, they also do pride themselves in connecting with their heritage and their language as well, Bosnian. So today they will be singing 2 songs in English as a message of solidarity and love for the children of Gaza, who are always on their minds and in their hearts. Please welcome the children. Free, free Palestine!
Assalamu alaikum everyone. We are the Kids Nasheed Choir from the Bosnian Islamic Center, Noble Park. Today, as children ourselves, we declare our support for Palestine and all oppressed people, especially children worldwide. Every child deserves safety, freedom, food, education, and a future.
As Bosnians, our people have endured the horrors of genocide during the 90s, which makes us even more determined to stand against injustice. Let's unite in demanding that every child's rights are protected and respected. Thank you for standing with us as we raise our voices for justice and equality for all children worldwide. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
of Gaza, Allah's plan will come true. His promise is for you. With patience you'll get through. From the evil to the hate, to the lies they create, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the evil to the hate, to the lies they create, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Imagine the skies when airplanes fly. They'll play day and night. No eyes will cry. They just want hope that they can grow, achieve all their goals. We have a dream and we believe one day they'll be free. Children of Gaza, the Ummah is with you. The world is with you too. We'll never leave you. Children of Gaza, Allah's plan will come true. This promise is for you. With patience you'll get through. From the evil to the hate, to the lies they create, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the evil to the hate, to the lies they create, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. In the land of the olive tree, children play and they dream to be free in their own home. When the tanks come rolling in and the field swells up within, just know you're not alone. Around the world, our hearts beat as one, and we believe that peace will come. No, don't you cry, you're never on your own. Palestine, you're not alone. In the land of the olive tree, children play and they dream to be free in their own home. When the tanks come rolling in and the fear swells up within, just know you're not alone. Around the world, our hearts beat as one, and we believe that peace will come. So don't you cry, you're never on your own. Palestine, you're not alone.
Thank you, kids. You guys are amazing. Woo! Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Genocide since 48.
Genocide since 48.
Israel is a terrorist state.
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 One, we are the people. Two,
We won't be silent.
three, stop the bombing now, 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 now. One,
We are the people.
two,
We won't be silent.
three,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
one,
We are the people.
two,
We won't be silent.
three.
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
Come on, guys, we have more energy than this. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome. Now, before we finish up, I just want to do a couple of thank yous. The first thank you goes to Free Palestine Melbourne for continuing to host these rallies week in, week out. The second goes to the rally organising team, who are actually responsible for making sure that all of this comes together. Renegade Audio Force also need a special shout out because they are the ones that keep this sound system running. Our online interpreters, Sasha and Mac, thank you so much. It is amazing that we're able to facilitate Auslan interpreters. It's amazing that they're able to volunteer. They are amazing. Thank you. The Community Defence Marshalling Team. Every single week, they put their own bodies out on the line to protect us, to protect this rally, and to make sure that we're able to continue to protest peacefully. Thank you so much, Marshals. The legal observers, shout out to them as well. It's so important that we have legal observers here and that we're able to exercise our rights and have people that can provide us with assistance if we need. The First Aid Team as well, thank you so much, First Aid Team. And lastly, to every single one of you, thank you so much. Thank you so much for continuing to rally, week in, week out, for sacrificing your Sundays. Now, it's a small price to pay when Palestinians are being murdered, but it is a price that we must pay. We need to continue to show up at the Sunday rallies, at our local actions, until our government actually decides to listen to us and represent us properly. From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! And I also want to do a little shout out to the Bosnian community and for raising such incredible kids. The choir were incredible. Thank you so much. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Now guys, we're going to end the rally here. So you're all free to disperse. Otherwise, I'll just keep chanting till the crowd separates. Thank you so much. We'll see you again on Sunday, 12 p.m. in front of the State Library. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever!
Thanks everyone, see you all again next week. Hey, here you go.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well done, yes. It's a lot to talk about, but I'm happy it's ended up like that.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that crash in Melbourne Central?
Here you go. You just can't stop, can you?
You want to
How you doing? You good? You've been dancing?
No,
the rest of the movement are now.
I can't come on.
Which is good.
I had a really good dance at a gig at the Northcote Theatre on Friday night. It was a whole lot of Latino funk stuff. It was Latino funk. It was really, really good.
I didn't go.
It's cold as well. Nice to see you.